What thoughts or images pop into your head when you think of the color nude? Perhaps it's the stereotypical peachy tan beige colors. Or maybe you point to your own skin and say this. This is the color of nude. It's something special and unique to each person. Love and Nudes is a line of nude undergarments that were fabricated after the realization that nude intimates were limited to peachy tan shades, excluding darker skin tones. Love and Nudes confronts the glaring yet surreptitious racism stitched into the very fabric of the fashion industry by producing a line of intimates that deviate from the conventional nude. Now that you know a little bit more about Love and Nude's vision and where they stand, let's jump right into the presentation by introducing our team, the Python Killers. Your presenters are
Taya,
Myra,
Khadija, Asmi,
and me, Gia. I will now hand it over to Myra.
Now talking about the opportunity at hand. As a team, we've been given the opportunity to work on improving the customer experience on the Love and Nudes website, especially when selecting the size and color of undergarments. As we know, it's crucial to provide a smooth and swift customer experience, especially because 89% of consumers shop with a competitor after a poor user experience. As we heard from Chantel, the owner of Love and Nudes, many people have approached her with questions and concerns regarding sizing and color after having visited the website. Although the current products page is very well laid out with a bold title, thorough description and product details, relevant images, and customer reviews, there are definitely certain features that can make it easier to navigate and enhance the overall color and size picking experience for the user. This is why we've taken on the challenge to improve the customer buying experience for Love and Nudes, to ensure that users are left with a positive impression of the company or website, making them more likely to return for future purchases or even recommend it to a friend or family member.
To tackle the problem regarding the Love and Nudes customer experience, we decided to focus on three main categories. One being the size picking, the color picking, and other small design elements and improvements that we thought were necessary to enhance the buying experience. To allow for a more personal experience when browsing on Love and Nudes, in terms of sizing, we decided to add an interactive modal for size selection to allow a swift experience when choosing your size. For color picking, we decided on adding an interactive quiz also in the form of a modal with three different options: foundation matching, which is what's already utilized on the website, photo uploading, and a manual selection for those who may not feel comfortable with photo uploading and or we don't wear foundation. In terms of other improvements and other design elements, we decided on adding a user-friendly and easy to follow stats chart, adding a drop-down tags to product pages to organize product information, and finally consolidating products to allow easier navigation overall for the user. So I'll pass it on to Asmi to show our prototype.
Now we're going to present our Figma prototype so that you can better visualize our solutions. Sam is a customer who's been having trouble finding the perfect nude bra. She visited multiple websites until she finally stumbled upon Love and Nudes. She sees that Love and Nudes has a questionnaire to help customers determine what shade best suits them. First, she tries the photo recognition option. She clicks Get Started. She follows the steps, goes into a well-lit room, takes a picture of her forearm against a white background, and uploads it to see her results. Her results are Espresso Empress. She decides to go back into the website, and this time she tries the foundation color. She clicks Get Started. She chooses her brand, and then her shade, and her results are once again Espresso Empress. Once again, she goes back, and this time she tries the manual selection option. She clicks Get Started. She drags the heart across the scale to explore different shades. After exploring the different colors, Sam concluded that Espresso Empress was truly the shade for her because she had gotten the same results previously. After choosing her color, she was directed to the product page.
Sam was always dissatisfied when it came to clothes she purchased online. Either they were too tight or too loose. On the product page, she noticed that Love and Nudes has a section that helps you determine your bra size. She clicks Get Started, inserts her bandwidth, her cup size, and clicks Enter. Love and Nudes recommends a size large. Sam now explores the product page. She notices that the color quiz is accessible from the product page as well. There are also expandable tabs that store important information regarding the products. There is also a feature that changes the model depending on which nude color is selected. And finally, there's a colorful size chart that helps to enhance the overall size selection experience. Sam was so delighted with her experience on Love and Nudes, she was able to easily determine her color and size with zero hassle, prompting her to add the product to her shopping cart. And that's the end of our Figma prototype.
Our business model will exhibit how our solutions will benefit the company in regard to profit and revenue. The first part of our solution is introducing drop-downs to the layout. So why is this feature important? 38% of people will stop engaging with the website if the content or layout is unattractive. To increase engagement, we want to incorporate drop-downs to make the layout appear accessible, clutter-free, organized, and easy to read. As a result, there will be a growth in the customers for Love and Nudes as users will engage with the website for a longer period. Furthermore, we want to incorporate a questionnaire to the product page. This questionnaire will make customers feel valuable because they will be offered a personalized experience, and often this experience leads to a higher chance of a purchase. To back this up, a statistic by Forbes proved that personalization was the key to profit. The statistic is that 80% of consumers are more likely to make a purchase from a brand that provides personalized experiences. Finally, we want to integrate images for products that will reflect the selected size and color. This would empower customers to confidently and accurately select a product due to added transparency. Therefore, this will lead to the growth of the business because of the fact that 73% of women are more likely to buy clothes from a brand that uses a model with a similar body shape and size to them.
Now let's talk about marketing strategy. We live in a day and age where the legacy and the message behind a brand is just as important, if not more important, than the products they sell, to the point where a brand's essence and values become a marketing strategy in of itself. Consumers support and purchase from brands that exhibit a higher purpose and confront pressing societal issues such as Love and Nudes. Love and Nudes is the epitome of diversity and inclusivity. After all, it is Canada's first diverse nude intimates line. Our solutions work to reflect Love and Nudes' vision every step of the way. The interactive color quiz selection embraces a myriad of skin tones. Users aren't limited to one linear method. The quiz allows them to cultivate their own unique journey by providing 3 different options as aforementioned. We also plan on adding a feature which would change the image of the model to reflect the chosen size and color in real time. Users deserve to feel represented and see people that look like them in the brands they choose to support and purchase from. And finally, all of Love and Nudes products are produced in a fair-wage, woman-owned facility in Colombia that hires single mothers. Their manufacturing policies offer a greater incentive for conscientious users to buy from them opposed to their competitors.
Since we have introduced our solutions and prototype, I will now delve into our competitive analysis. Negative Underwear's website is a great example of how the use of a modal is convenient for customers. It allows the quizzes to be easily accessible while also being easy to exit out of. A color and size modal is a great addition to the Love and Nudes product page. They ensure that the user will have a quick, stress-free, and efficient experience on the website. As mentioned previously, we would also like to add a feature that changes the image of the model based on the size and color chosen by the user. Negative Underwear has a similar concept on their product page. There is an option on the top left corner that allows the user to see the product on different models. This allows the user to see the garment on someone who is a similar body type to them. Finally, Third Love has an interactive sizing quiz called the Fitting Room, where users have multiple ways to determine their size. Similarly, our quiz will offer customers multiple ways to pick their color. We decided that this was the best solution since only using foundation color as an indicator is inconvenient to users who don't use makeup or don't use the correct foundation shade. Additionally, Love and Nudes is set apart from the competition through manual selection and photo recognition function that will help users find the perfect color for their skin. Thank you for listening, and thank you to Chantel for the wonderful opportunity.
Wow, you guys were under 10 minutes mark. Good job. Okay, we have the Chantal, and then who do we have as the other The other
Christina.
Christina. Great. So, who wants to go first?
You want to go first, Christina? So I went last time.
Oh, Christina, you're muted.
I'm so sorry for that. The beauty of Zoom. I just have to say it was a fantastic presentation. I feel like a lot of people would say your backgrounds were so in sync. It was like you were part of the same team. This is what we're doing. I love that sense of collaboration. And the project was fantastic. I only have so many, the pitch was like the start of the pitch, and especially starting with a question, I think it drew everybody in, and it was very like enthusiastic, and like I was, okay, I want to hear more, I want to know what's happening. I feel your solutions were great. You had 3, you took them, and you made a prototype based on that. And also it was very good in a sense. You talked about your persona, so it was kind of like not you as creators talking about the project, but you're saying like this is our persona and this is what she's going through. This is why we're doing it, where everything we're building, it's through her eyes. I think it's very important to build empathy this way. And it was a very small adding in there. You guys added PayBride, which is fantastic because I think they allow to pay in like smaller amount of money for a longer period of time. I think it was such a great note. And also you did have a kind of like emphasis on the website layout having to be improved to attract more customers. I think this was such a great like insight to have out of it. My 2 points of improvement, I would say working on the UI design. I think it's great what you've done so far. It's really amazing. And I would also suggest the competitive analysis to be before the prototype. And it's kind of like, hey, this is what we've done. And then you kind of, and this is why we've done it better. And this is the prototype that we have. So you kind of leave that stuff kind of behind and you just focus fully on all the improvements you made. But I think it was such a fantastic job. So I'll send it to Chantal now because I think she also has a lot to say.
Oh my gosh, girls, amazing job. Thank you, Christina, for articulating some of the things I couldn't say. Like, for example, you did it through the customer's eyes, the woman's eyes. I love that, because it is based on compassion and empathy for women of color and women in general. So I love that you incorporated that. And the beginning of the presentation was really good too, with the nude and what it means and how it's been portrayed. I start out like that a lot too, do you know what nude actually is? And it gets people interested. So that was really great for the presentation. And the whole presentation was like the images, and it just gave me an insight to, oh my gosh, could my website look like this? Like interesting and exciting and interactive. So you did you guys did a great job too. I'm so impressed. It's like you're so professional. Yeah, and I can't wait to see some of this implemented. Thank you, girls, for inspiring me too. You guys are so smart. My gosh. Thank you.
Thank you so much.